Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates beautification project in Tura, rupees 700 crore development works underway. Garo Hills Autonomous District Council election schedule announced, polling on April 10th and counting April 14th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches projects worth thousands of crores in Delhi. And amid rising West Asia tensions, India assures energy security with diversified oil supply and strategic reserves. First, the local news. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurated the Nehru Adding locality beautification project at Hawakhana in Tura, West Garo Hills. The program was organized by the Nehru Adding Development and Welfare Committee at the Old Church compound. The Chief Minister unveiled a plaque marking completion of the locality improvement project. He informed that development projects worth over rupees 700 crore are currently underway in Tura town. Under the Smart City mission, rupees 60 crore has been allocated for paving internal roads. Around 350 CCTV cameras and 500 street lights are being installed across the town. For Nehru Adding locality, 4 CCTV cameras and 6 street lights have been provided. Residents also raised issues including a community hall, school renovation and concerns over drug menace in the area.
So, ang second most important of priority day, retaining wall ang inyo. Breast wall, retaining wall, yan ko bang ngayon nang inyo tulaw. May nera na men life-threatening situation ng inyo mo. Watching sumay de tiktong sa saniban ko, aro dako gusto ko bang ucok kamo ba. Naman iya ko nga nang iya. So nga in general suna ba set na skinga that iya ko nga priority basis so nga take up na skinga. Urban Affairs Department ito sa special scheme ko. Haida Bel si Saudi ko machut na jawab, but face vice manoro say 2-3 years ni gise po nga maximum ya fragile areas aro sensitive location ang ko identify ka imong ka kamna ko ka.
The District Council Affairs Department, Government of Meghalaya, has announced the schedule for the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council election 2026. The last date for filing nominations is March 16, 2026. Polling for the election will be held on April 10, 2026. Counting of votes is scheduled for April 14, 2026. The Deputy Commissioner of West Garo Hills has issued guidelines for the nomination process. Only one vehicle per candidate will be allowed within 100 meters of the office complex from March 9 to 16. Only 4 persons, including the candidate, proposer, seconder and legal counsel, may enter the returning officer's room. Gathering of 5 or more persons will be treated as unlawful assembly under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. Construction of a suspension footbridge over the Lukha River at Sonapirdi East Giant Hills district has commenced to improve rural connectivity. The bridge will help farmers safely cross the river to reach areca, nut and betel leaf plantations. Crossing the river becomes risky during monsoon and summer, affecting agricultural activities once completed. It is expected to be the longest suspension footbridge in the district. The project was approved under the District Mineral Foundation in convergence with the Meghalaya Basin Management Agency. The initiative received support from Sutanga Saipung MLA Santa Mary Shilla. Former Deputy Commissioners Abhilash Baranwal and Shivanj Awasti also facilitated the project. Residents say the bridge will improve connectivity, livelihoods and tourism in the scenic river area. The Seng Samla Umden Pallun handed over a newly constructed house to Kong Palehun Nongning and her 4 children at Umden Saipra. The house was built to support the underprivileged family who could not afford a proper home. Former Umroi MLA George B. Lingdo inaugurated and handed over the house during a small ceremony. Former MDC Albinus Lingdo attended the program as guest of honor. The initiative was led by Seng Samla President Ba Ji Purto, along with community members, village elders, church elders, women groups, and youth organizations also attended the event. Speakers praised the youth organization for the humanitarian initiative. The effort was described as a beacon of hope and an example of community support.
Kalong ya kasing samla amdan pulun kabayi ya kijing jong ki paiba nong song ni jungi ban in the kickbox ruang kasing samla beleng ba jong kani kakam ka papilale in pai ke ba ikintin begin sat ng bible ko wala da pile otang iweru ibarit iwe ni kibensim ke barit mut pilale na kamta ke jong mut kani kakam ka papilale na kabanta ke yung kasem jing kong palay long kajing su yung play ba kajing ro yung play na kamta ke jing ku ke pala ai happy kung ka kunhon ni brakwe par kit khot jong seng sama.
Moving on to regional news. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma led the Jan Ashirwad Yatra in Margarita constituency of Tinsukia district, Assam. The Chief Minister travelled in an open-top vehicle during the roadshow. Supporters lined the streets and showered flowers on him. Large crowds gathered waving Bharatiya Janata Party flags. Party workers and local residents joined the procession. The Yatra moved through key areas of the constituency. Sarma greeted supporters during the public outreach event. The roadshow witnessed enthusiastic participation from BJP supporters. Manipur Chief Minister Yamnam Khemchand announced Rs 350 crore allocation for women's welfare in the 2026-27 budget of Manipur. The announcement was made during an International Women's Day program at the City Convention Centre, Imphal. The Chief Minister said the funds will support various women empowerment initiatives. The budget aims to strengthen welfare schemes and livelihood opportunities. Officials and women representatives attended the event. The program highlighted the role of women in the state's development. The government reaffirmed its commitment to gender equality. The allocation forms a part of the state 2026-27 budget priorities.
It's a blessing that we are born as women. To all the women around the world, and especially here in Manipur, to all the young girls and to each and every woman, from the bottom of my heart, I wish a happy International Women's Day. Let us all carry our dreams with courage and follow the spirit. And let's just be happy and for being a woman.
Now moving on to national news. Narendra Modi said projects worth thousands of crores were inaugurated and foundation stones laid to boost infrastructure development in Delhi. The projects include metro expansion and housing for thousands of government employees. The Prime Minister said the initiatives aim to strengthen connectivity and urban infrastructure in the capital. He credited the progress to the renewed hope and support of Delhi residents. Modi also referred to the BJP's double-engine government for accelerating development. He congratulated citizens for contributing to the city's development momentum. The projects are expected to improve public transport and housing facilities. The initiatives form part of the government's broader infrastructure development push.
दिल्ली के आप लोगों ने एक साल पहले जिस नई उम्मीद और नए संकल्प के साथ यहां भाजपा की डबल इंजन सरकार बनाई थी, उसका परिणाम आज यहां विकास कार्यों में दिख रहा है। मैं दिल्ली के सभी नागरिकों को इस विकास की अविरत धारा के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi distributed benefits under Ayushman Bharat and PM Swanidhi schemes. The Prime Minister highlighted the crucial role of women in nation building. He said government welfare schemes and empowering women and small entrepreneurs. Beneficiaries received financial and healthcare support under the programs. The initiative aims to strengthen social security and livelihood opportunities. Women beneficiaries were especially encouraged to become self-reliant. The schemes target street vendors and economically weaker sections. The government reiterated its commitment to inclusive development. And now moving on to international news. Amid rising tensions in West Asia, India remains confident about its energy security despite concerns over the Strait of Hormuz. About 40% of India's oil imports pass through the strategic waterway, while 60% arrive through alternative global routes. Domestic production meets around 15 to 16% of the country's total energy needs. India also maintains nearly 50 days of petroleum reserves to manage supply disruptions. INCR eased crude imports from Russia, West Africa and Brazil helped ensure uninterrupted fuel supply. Advanced refineries allow processing of multiple crude grades to maintain production. Officials say diversified supply chains have strengthened India's energy resilience. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's energy policies aim to ensure long-term fuel security. And coming up are the sports news. The All Meghalaya Kickboxing Association was felicitated by Meghalaya Governor C.H. Vijaya Shankar for its achievements at the Asia Pacific Open Kickboxing Championship 2026. The championship was held in Indonesia from February 24 to 28. Athletes from Meghalaya won 2 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze medal in the tournament. Association President Samuel Harsha thanked the governor for his encouragement and support. He said the athletes had met the governor before leaving for the competition. During the interaction, players shared their experiences from the international event. The governor assured continued support for the sport and athletes. The athletes were also given certificate, kits, gloves and pads during the felicitation program.
Khot mano banong matpatku borom yangi Andre hakto kasni ni la aya ka press conference sangne bat ni la patku borom kitna tengi la ya ji baro koi ka shalong sa pulis bajar sa maulai sa lemkra ni la ya teleng nang baki pai ba jong ka ne ka jalla ka jong ikintip ba ni wandra ya ka borom na ka benta amdai tanganam ta ka ne ka jalla Meghalaya ka jong Andre ya kari India ji baro ko wai kita dah dulu tahi empat don mano kiban khot yangi ne kiban pedeng boromengi wat menta kasngi ro nginam syong thai nginang yai keleng hi namar wa kidon ki khna jungi nang thi na po maubri na po na thai hoi bong ke menta kasngi ngin lai chathiro ban pen I ba kini ki khna nang thi kilawan ra ka borom na kamta ke jalla hi baro goi.
A marathon was organized on Saturday as part of the Golden Jubilee celebrations marking 50 years of Amlarem Civil Subdivision. The event was conducted by the Office of the STO Civil Amlarem in collaboration with the Amlarem Subdivisional Sports Association. The marathon featured 2 categories, 10 km for senior boys starting from Pedengshakap village and 7 km for senior girls beginning from Assam village. Both races concluded at the Padu taxi stand in Amlarem. Lakman Rimboy, Education Minister and MLA of Amlarem constituency, flagged off the event and encouraged the youth to promote sportsmanship and perseverance. A total of 59 runners participated in the men's category and 18 in the women's category.
San pusangot nagi shinrang khat prangot nagi kethei kanegi shimenta jongpi ka long kata ka spirit jong ka jiateli ka spirit ka ban I shaki breu bangi ateli ka way hapo kanega subdivision ka jongi ngai kuble ya paro kinong job ma phi paro ki bai shimenta pi de kinong job.
The Eastern West Khasi Hills District Cricket Association on Saturday inaugurated a new concrete cricket pitch at Mission Ground in Mairang to promote and develop young cricket talent in the district. The facility was inaugurated by Rayonal Kharkamni, Honorary Secretary of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, in the presence of MCA Treasurer Eddystone Shilla, Joint Secretary Meban Phira Swear and Mission Village Headman Beltisa Rani. Speaking at the event, Kharkamni thanked the local headman for providing land for the facility and said the new pitch will help young players train and improve their skills, further strengthening cricket development in the state. He also noted that several women cricketers who have been represented the state come from the district.
Ki popon ki state players ki dina ne ka thain jong phi ki represent ki state ni ka kan pelong kecing like penleran je ke Meghalaya nak tahu bangimdan ke player contain de bobon gi yo ne ni tan kari boleh lagi bangimdan tak woi ro tikipor thei player kan thei kari sungu ipi kintam ki coach ki bala pemi ki players khantam ki players kan thei kana represent ni ka state ke jongi hai ki baro ki category of women.
Relang CC won the 4th Eastern West Khasi Hills District T20 cricket tournament after defeating Maushut CC by 74 runs in the final. The tournament was organized by the Eastern West Khasi Hills District Cricket Association at the playground of Khatsaupra College, Mairang. A total of 13 teams participated in the district-level tournament. The final match was held on March 7th and witnessed by officials and local leaders. Among those present was Rayonal Kharkamni, Principal Dr. Bolnes Nongum also attended the event. The champions received a cash prize of Rs 30,000 along with a trophy. Runners-up Maushut CC were awarded Rs 15,000 and a trophy during the prize distribution ceremony.
The prize money.
The weather report. First, let us take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 19 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 45%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 13 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 49%. Meanwhile, in Jawai, minimum temperature 13 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 43%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jawai says partly cloudy sky, most likely to occur. And before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurates a beautification project in Tura, rupees 700 crore development works underway. Gar Hills Autonomous District Council election schedule announced, polling on April 10th and counting April 14th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches projects worth thousands of crores in Delhi. And amid rising West Asia tensions, India assures energy security with diversified oil supply and strategic reserves. And that's all we have in the news for today. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Thank you for watching and good night.